just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. We know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
One foul on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The kick by Gold is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for L.A.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. McCann's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Chark calls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
At the 19-yard line, it's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Chargers 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, LA. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The 49ers 14-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
before the break. Darnold. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. They'll try the left side. Mitchell finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he is.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Chark with a completion along the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got some space here. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Sharp. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep looping.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's airing it out for Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And he caught it up, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Charger drive about to get going. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stat.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited,